The governor and lawmakers now stumped on how to bring this burden down. Our political reporter, Calvin Cutler, joins us now. Calvin, this has evolved into one of the biggest issues of the legislative session. So what's being considered?
Yeah, that's right. Good evening, Kat and Darren. Now, education funding is very complex here in Vermont, and things get wonky pretty quickly. But essentially, state lawmakers are looking to shake up our how we fund education with the intention and with the hope of trying to mitigate some of the financial harm. Now, there's a lot of factors driving up school budgets this year, including a recent law aimed at educational equity, which also puts a cap on what wealthier districts will pay. But lawmakers say that's led to some unintended consequences of some schools spending more than they should have. So lawmakers are considering repealing that cap and giving some of those districts tax discounts on homestead property taxes and taxes on second homes and businesses for the next 5 years. Now, it's also worth pointing out that what we're seeing play out here with some wealthier districts paying more into the statewide education fund was actually what was intended from the pupil weighting reforms, which was also aimed at fixing decades of smaller and more rural school districts being shortchanged from the ed fund.
So, Calvin, will these school districts need more time then to recalculate their budgets?
That's right, Darren. They will. Now, lawmakers are also looking at allowing for districts to push back town meeting day school budget votes, so school districts will have time to rewrite their budgets. School budgets are also under immense pressure this year from all sides. Inflation, spiking healthcare costs, pandemic aid going away, teacher contracts, and also aging school facilities. Darren?
What's the governor and his camp saying about this?
Well, the governor is generally supportive of these initiatives that the House Ways and Means Committee has presented, but he says that it will only result in about $20 million in savings. And he also says that pushing back some town meeting day school budget votes will also cause confusion. So he says that this is also an opportunity for some school districts and some towns to utilize mail-in voting.
We've seen in the past where it's a limited number, an embarrassing number of people actually vote in their town meeting day and school budgets and so forth. And I think this is a way, I think we've proven that mail-in ballots increases participation. And I think in this instance, people should weigh in.
However, the governor says that the reforms that we're looking at in the short term don't solve the larger problem about education spending writ large here in Vermont and the fact that there's fewer students in seats in schools. Now, Scott says that he's floated ideas in the past like student to staff ratios and caps on local spending in the past, but he says that Democratic lawmakers have declined to take up his proposals. Darren?
Political reporter Calvin Cutler. Thank you.